What's up, G? So where are we heading?
Good day, man. You picked a good day.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, been a while, man. So this is James, my buddy.
Hi. Last year was nuts.
Oh yeah.
We had nothing better to do.
Yeah, we went to Laguna Seca.
Yeah, like 8 times.
On the NCRC event.
Yeah, NCRC.
Yeah, this is how I met this guy. It's really cool. Porsche 911 GT3 owner.
That's all right. Have you ever been here before?
No.
Cocktail sauce.
So my car got the rod bearing issues, but I fixed it.
Yeah.
What about the Porsche?
So the main
anything?
issue with the 3.8 liter motor, the 99.1 GT3 motor, is a finger follower issue. There's a ton of information on the internet. There's some bad information, good information, but basically what happens is this finger follower floats too much. The material isn't solid, and the engine tears itself apart. What happened was when they started giving the cars to the public, a lot of people started tracking the cars immediately. So they started having these issues like oil pressure issues, and the cars started to explode. And so a few American owners got together, like 20, a lot of Renlist owners got together and said, hey, let's write a letter to Porsche America and say, hey, the cars that you gave us, there's something wrong with them. The motors keep blowing up. We have a series of issues happening. There's oiling, lubrication issues, and we think there's something wrong with the motor. Can you guys do something about it? So Porsche, being Porsche, were awesome. They were like, yep. So they took a couple of their engines, recreated the problem on their test bed, their testing rack or testing dyno, and like ran it more at higher RPM, same conditions like people were doing, high RPM, track day, running it a lot at really high RPM, then turning off the car, running it really high RPM for a lot of miles. And they started getting the same issues, these oil pressure issues because of the finger follower. And they said, yeah, you guys are right. The third party that we outsource this part to, there's a material issue with that part, and our quality control didn't pick it up, and we'll give you a 10-year 120,000 mile warranty on the engine, and everybody that has that problem with the car today, we're giving you all new engines. And they invited a few Renlist members to Porsche Atlanta, and literally like this 30-page PowerPoint deck of like what the problem was, how they're fixing it, how they're gonna support the engine going forward. I'm like, there's no other car manufacturer in the world that would do something like that. We'll say, we acknowledge that there's a problem, and we're gonna fix it, and we're also gonna support it in the long term.
That is very nice.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. I mean, I never thought in a million years I'd ever buy a Porsche, but after getting the GT3, it's like I really understand why people like Porsche so much, and why they stick to the brand for so long.
Especially their customer service at
the
dealers.
It's fantastic. Yeah, Porsche
Right.
dealership's really good, especially when I had my misfire. They did a great job at diagnosing the car. They did a compression test on each cylinder. Yeah, of course I had to pay for it and pay for the technician work and the hours used to figure out what was wrong with the car, but they didn't try to sell me anything. They didn't try to say, hey, you have to pay us $30,000 because this one part's broken. They're like, no, it's a bad spark plug, it cracked basically. We're going to replace it, and the car runs fine.
Beautiful.
Yeah,